What's going on, guys? It's Tom here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to be checking out how much money you actually make with 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now, I've seen, and you've probably seen, a lot of videos about how much money you can make on YouTube, but they're typically from people with millions of subscribers. And while that's incredibly motivating to a lot of people, I don't know how relatable that actually is for the average person and the average YouTube channel. The average YouTube channel actually isn't monetized in the first place. So I think the big first step for everybody and the big first goal should be to reach monetization and then to build from there. Now, a few months ago I got the email saying I was monetized. Incredibly pleased with that, and thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed over the years. Speaking of which, this is a little bit of a different video to what I normally do on this channel, so if you do enjoy it, please make sure you let me know and I'll make more of it. Please leave a comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, the usual stuff really. So before I show you guys exactly how much I've earned, I thought it'd be a good idea to just talk to you about how you actually get monetized in the first place. Now, what you need is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Now, that 4,000 hours of watch time is actually what people get most hung up on. I know many people personally who have managed to reach 1,000 subscribers. Unfortunately, their watch time is nowhere near and they get demoralized and they give up. Now, I don't know why, but for me it was the entire opposite. My subscriber growth really lagged my watch time. In fact, I hit about 4,000 to 5,000 hours watch time around about 6 months ago, but I only just recently got 1,000 subscribers. No idea why that's the case, just the way it happened, but I'm really glad it did. It meant that people were watching my content, it's just not necessarily being subscribed to. So around about 2 months ago, middle of April time, I received an email from Google saying, congratulations, you've hit your 1,000 subscribers, you've hit your 4,000 hours watch time, well done, you can now apply to be monetized. Now, I'm going to disappear for a minute, but you are going to see my YouTube Studio app in just a moment. But hopefully I should still be talking over this bit. So, jumping into this is your Analytics tab in the YouTube Studio. Being completely transparent with this, so please do throw me a like. Please subscribe to the channel, let me know that you're enjoying this content. But look in here, these are the main stats that you really want to be paying attention to as a YouTube creator. So not to beat around the bush, the total I got paid in the last 28 days was roughly £69. Very nice. We can filter this by a few different things. We could look at April when I first started getting monetized, and we could filter over to the revenue. So as you can see here, £30.68 was earned in April, but as you can see here, I only started making money on the 11th of April. Now, you can also move over each day to see how much money you made each day. You know, it's ranging from around about £1, 4p, all the way up to £2.58. Now, I don't know if April was a quiet month or what, but you go over to May and that changed to £67.65. So as you can see here, it over doubled. However, we only had an extra 10 days to play with. So that can mean only one thing. I was actually earning more per day. So as you see here, the lowest it ever went was £1.22 and the highest it went was £3.14 towards the end of the month. Now, as you can see here, my views were up, my watch time was up, and my subscribers was up as well. So not exactly sure why everything went up, but all I can assume is that YouTube is perhaps pushing my videos a little bit more now that I'm monetized, now that they're showing adverts on my videos and making money, as opposed to when I wasn't monetized. Now, I'm filming this on the 15th of June, and as you can see, it is £34.76 that I've made so far. However, if we go onto revenue, we can see a couple of things here. So, we've seen the estimated revenue, we've been through that. Now we have RPM here. Now what RPM is your revenue per 1,000 views. So essentially that's what you get paid per 1,000 views on your video. So in terms of how the revenue is actually made, I'm not actually sure. I always assumed it was just based on how long your adverts were being watched before your actual YouTube video, and also how long your video is watched. Just purely because obviously the longer you watch, the more adverts are going to be able to be shown to you, so I would assume that was kind of how you were paid. However, this seems to break it down per 1,000 views, So again, perhaps I've got a little bit to learn with this. Again, the revenue isn't something I'm really focused on too much. Now again, to answer the question, the year is not over yet. However, to answer the question, roughly how much I've earned in 2022, I have had £133.09 on YouTube. Now you may be watching this and you may be thinking, that's not too much, or it might have the opposite effect. You might watch this, you might get a burst of motivation, want to work harder, hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and get those 4,000 hours watch time. Again, not a great deal of money right there. However, it's still incredibly cool and inspiring to me that I'm actually being paid for this, because I've been doing this since 2015, and this is a huge, huge achievement for me personally. Again, I think anyone will tell you it's incredibly difficult to get monetized on YouTube, and I'm so happy that I took the time to learn the process of creating videos. Again, there's still tons and tons more to learn, and there's even mistakes I'm making in this video that I know I need to rectify. Things like getting a microphone, improving that sound quality, you know, making sure it's a much more interesting space to look at around me, a much more interesting setting around me. But still an incredible achievement, and trust me, if I can do it, every single one of you guys watching can do it as well. Now before I go, just want to share a couple of tips that really helped me, things I really knuckled down and focused on, as well as a couple of resources which I think will really help you guys out if you do have a YouTube channel and you're really trying to grow that. Tip number one is realize YouTube is a search engine, and it's actually the second biggest search engine behind Google. So make sure that your content is stuff that people are going to search for. So time and time again you see people and they'll just do my physique update, my diet update, my this, my cheat day, and these were mistakes that I made right at the start. And again, you've got to realize, like, if people don't know who you are, people aren't going to search for you. So it's okay someone with 2 million subscribers doing that, because 2 million people have watched their content and hit the subscribe button. Don't just title stuff with my experience with this, my day out, my physique update or whatever. It's just not going to drive many views, and you're just going to find yourself frustrated when it comes in with 10 or 15 views on that video and you just think, why am I doing this? Tip number two, learn from those failures. Make sure that you aren't just posting the same content if that content isn't doing very well. Now, I did a few videos during lockdown, I did a few workouts because I saw the kind of views people like, I don't know, Kayla Ritness and Joe Wicks were getting, and I was like, God, I get millions of views, like, let me just throw one up. And when it got like 100 views, I was kind of impressed, but I was a little bit like deflated as well. So then I switched to something else, can't exactly remember what it was, and then I did a protein review. I did a vegan protein review for the My Protein Vegan. I was like, this probably won't do very well, let me just do it. And after about a month, I think it got over 1,000 views. So I was like, maybe there's something to this. But I just kept experimenting as well. I made sure that I always did like 1 or 2 protein reviews out of every 4 videos, but I kept experimenting as well. So don't just make the same kind of content, especially in your early days, just because you don't know what is going to really hit and what people are going to really relate to. And the final tip that I'll give right now is just don't give up. Keep experimenting, keep trying to make better content, because you might have a couple of people who watch every single video you do, and that might grow to 3, that might grow to 4, and before you know it, you might have 10 to 20 people watching every single video you do. Take every single victory, no matter how small, and use it to motivate yourself, okay? So if you give up, again, that's it. That's kind of the end of your YouTube journey. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. If you did like this little departure from my regular content, please let me know. I'll make more of this kind of content by smashing the like button, hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell, and that way I know that you guys like this kind of content. In the meantime, guys, link to online coaching is in the description. Go sign up to that if you're looking to lose weight, build muscle, or you're just looking for a new workout plan to keep things fresh. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!